The newest episode of Survivor 49 is extremely infuriating, and I was steaming the entire time while watching it. I am a mega mad man right now. Anyways, let's go over this rage bait, shall we? The episode starts off with a crossover with the main character from Charlotte's Web. And then we head to all of the bozos coming back to camp after freaking obliterating Sophie for some reason, even though Savannah was the correct choice. And then Steven's like, man, I'm so sad that Sophie's gone. Just kidding, I freaking hated that moron. I'm so glad her buttocks is no longer at this camp. Oh man, I hope she freaking dies. And then everyone just starts cheering that Sophie's gone. I am so confused. Did I miss something? Was she giving everyone wedgies on the island? Why does everyone hate that lady? I don't understand. And then Steven says that was the perfect blindside. Can we please stop throwing around the word blindside all willy-nilly? That was not a freaking blindside, you bozo. And at this point in the season, can someone tell me what the heck Rizzo is freaking saying? I'm 95% sure that half of the words Rizzo said on this season is the word cinema. Bro says cinema more than Katora said Bruce. It's actually kind of insane. And then Steven says it was revenge. What the heck did freaking Sophie do to you people? It can't just be the fact she voted out Jawan, because it wasn't only her that voted off Jawan. I don't understand. What the heck did she do? Did she murder all of your parents? And then Steven says that his advantage is going to make or break if he's able to go to the end. I don't think so, Steve. And then Sage says, yeah, everyone's been super duper sad with all of the vote outs because we love everyone so much. So we needed a break, so we all voted off the Wicked Witch of the West, Sophie. Again, what the freak did this lady do to you guys? And then Savannah says she went into Tribal wanting Sophie out, but she was completely shocked by the amount of pure hatred everyone had for this lady. Me too, Savannah, me too. And then Savannah says it was a unanimous vote, and there is no freaking way in any universe ever, no possibility that these players will vote again unanimously. Oh, wait. And then Rizdork says everyone and their grandmother knows about his idol, which isn't true, buddy. My grandmother doesn't even freaking know who you are, so why are we fibbing, pal? Don't ever lie again, buddy! And then Rizdork's like, I can't believe these freaking goopers haven't realized that I'm the boy who cried idol. I'm never freaking playing this thing ever. Then somehow, for some reason, Rizzo tells everyone a lie saying that his idol expires at the final 6, and everyone believes him. Have any of these freaking morons watched Survivor before? Every single freaking idol expires at the final 5. What are we doing here, people? And Sage says, Rizzo, how's it feel to be in the final 5? Well, you're the freaking reason he's there, Sage, you dummy. And then it starts raining mega hard, but we get an appearance from freaking Swagbird. Swagbird is so awesome, but why the heck is Swagbird not allowed to be in the shelter to be sheltered from the rain? Hashtag let Swagbird in the shelter in the comments below. Everyone is just sitting in the shelter contemplating life, and this is what everyone is thinking about. Sage is thinking about poop. Steven is thinking about space. Duh. Rizzo is thinking about how to say cinematic for the 94th time. Christina is thinking about how to throw her game away for the 4th time in a freaking row. Savannah is thinking about how to make everyone mad on Twitter. And Sophie is thinking about how she can misplay her knowledge as power and advantage. And Sophie goes, oh, I know I can't sit next to Rizzo and Savannah. Oh, do you know that, Sophie? Because it doesn't freaking seem like it, you butthead.
S&P for 3rd place, and I didn't come here for 3rd place.
Well, I think you fool the entire world, Sophie, because that's what it freaking seems like. And then Sophie whispers to Christina, saying, next vote, we need to make a big move. And then Christina says that Soph is a very smart player, and I'm not gonna lie, if Christina tells me that I'm a smart player, I know I just went freaking horrifically wrong in the game. And then she says, oh, it's no secret I want Savannah gone, then why didn't you freaking vote for her last night, you stupid do it! And then Sophie says she needs something flashy for her resume, and holy moly, I think you got the freaking opposite, buddy. And then we head to the reward challenge. And then Jeff's like, yo, Savannah, since you're gonna freaking win this season, how are you feeling today, buddy? And Savannah goes, you know, not doing too hot, Buster Brown. I haven't eaten anything for 6 days. And then Jeff says the reward is a Mexican feast. And, can someone please explain to me that when he says this, why the heck does Christina immediately look at Sophie? That's gotta be freaking racist. And then Jeff says the winner also gets to sleep at the sanctuary for a night and also gets letters for home, and everyone is uber duper super sad about that. But like sad happy though. Yeah, but Savannah wins the challenge because she has plot armor. Yeah, but she gets to invite 2 stinky weasels to enjoy the letters from home and a Mexican feast with her. And the first bozo she chooses is the Rizdork, because I mean, like, obviously she's gonna freaking choose her #1 boy. And then she chooses Sophie, which, not gonna lie, seems a tad bit racially motivated. Oh, let's choose the Mexican girl for the Mexican reward. And then Sophie says that Savannah values her friendship with Sophie more than winning the game. Sophie, did you freaking hit your head during the challenge? Because, what freaking nonsense are you spewing right now, pal? And then Savannah says, I don't freaking care about the letters. I hate everyone I know. I just want the tacos and burritos, brother. And then we head to the Shanktuary, Banktuary, Scranktuary, Glanktuary, and they are all drinking the Smurf juice. And then, holy cultural appropriation, Batman. Who the heck thought the sombreros would be a good idea? It is peak comedy, though, that Sophie has to fix her sombrero every 3 seconds because it's too big for her head. And then Sophie says there's gonna be some bad blood from the losers that didn't get to go on this reward. And, Charlie Davis from 46 is probably watching this episode going, oh my goodness, she said bad blood. That's a Taylor Swift song. Oh my gosh. And then Sage says, and I quote, what is the universe trying to teach me right now? Isn't she the one that hated Shannon for saying stuff like that? She's such a freaking hypocrite, dog. And then Sage is like, yep, this is my karma. And Christina goes, are you an idiot? It's not karma. And then this is a conversation that actually happens. Christina goes, yeah, Sophie's ready to make a big move against Savannah. And then Steven says, are you sure? And Christina goes, yeah, she told me this morning. Oh my gosh. Does Christina know what lying is? And then Steven shows Sage and Christina his block of oats to build trust with them. Doesn't work, but. And then Steven feels the need to explain what a block of oat is in a confessional, I guess because he thinks we've all been freaking lobotomized. As if it's not apparently obvious what it freaking is by the name of it. It's called block of oat. Let me guess, does it give you a pillow? And then these bozos say that their target is Savannah. Have these absolute morons not seen the freaking Tribes 150? She clearly wins. And then the Wizard says he wants one of the 3 of them to win and all of them to sit at the end. Ooh, that rhymes. And then somebody goes, you know what, actually, because Savannah gave me a couple burritos and fajitas and tacos, I'm actually not gonna freaking turn on them and just do whatever they tell me to. And then this absolute maniac Sophie, after keeping her knowledge as power hidden for the entire freaking merch, she goes, you know what? I had some tacos. Let me just freaking share with these bozos. And then Rizzo's like, what? What the heck in heck? And then she says she wants Steven out and is going to steal Steven's advantage he has. Sophie. It has to be played before tribal, you stinky moron. And then Steven says this could be a last supper for them, and not gonna lie, line goes kinda hard. And then we head back to the sanctuary, and it's Waterworks time, baby, because I get to freaking read their loved one letters. And Savannah is crying at her letters because all of her letters are actually from her coworkers that hate her. And Rizzo has a mental breakdown reading his letters. And this is supposed to be a touching scene and all, but like, the way Rizzo reads this, I can't help but laugh.
Which means, do you know whose son you are? Don't forget your dad's son.
Why the heck did he say dad's son like that, brother? Also, why does crying Rizzo sound like Mickey Mouse?
I'm doing so well, and I will come home with $1 million.
And then then Sophie gets a letter from her grandmother saying, "Don't you freaking dare use that knowledge's power on his vote block, you stupid doofus." And then we head to the 3 dorks who didn't go on the reward. And this mouse freaking assaults Sage. Hashtag WMouse in the comments below. He might be the sidekick of Swagbird. And then the 3 amigos head back to camp after their Mexican marathon. Dude, you can just like feel the awkwardness of this entire freaking scene. It was so uncomfortable to watch. And then Rizdork and Steven Universe have another homeschooler conversation. And then we head into the immunity challenge. And it is another freaking foot-centered challenge. Jeff, do you have a freaking foot fetish, brother? And Rizdork is the first player to drop the ball, literally. And Soph is the next player to drop, looking like she's freaking doing the crane kick maneuver from Karate Kid. And Christina is the next to drop. By the way, why the heck did they give her the black ball? And then Steven Universe dropped. Bro should have studied balls instead of space. And then it's down between Sage and Savannah. And then Sage is like, "Yo, Savannah, just let me win immunity, and I promise I won't vote you out. Wink, wink." And then Savannah's like, what the heck did you just freaking say to me? And then Sage drops, meaning that Savannah is the winner of the challenge. And Sage is mega sad that her foot was not strong enough. And then we head back to camp. So pretty much Soph, Savannah, and Rizzo want Steven out, but Steven, Christina, and Sage want Sophie out, and they have the blocker vote. And then Rizzo goes to talk to Sage, and he's like, "You know what? Actually, you should vote for Steven because I said so." And she's like, "Wait a second. Actually, I think I should vote for Steven." So Steven gets freaking unanimously voted out of the game because Sage is the dumbest human being on the face of the planet. But at least we got this iconic moment, though.
I'm sorry, Steven, but do you have an advantage?
Nope.
Well, guys, that's gonna be the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe and comment down below what you thought of the episode. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace.
Subscriber Bruce will be very sad, and Venus the Stinkers will be mega glad. And make sure to comment about how much Survivor sucks, and about how Liz loves Applebee's even though it's Bud. And hit the notification bell, because if you don't like you, says it will be a big mistake. And David the doofus will throw milk in your face, and Camilla the killer will kill again. And Stinky Sue, it will make you smell her shoes. And Sage will take a dump on your face.
Hey everybody, this is Bruce here for season 45 Survivor. Now I, Bruce, the greatest Survivor player to ever exist, demand that all of you subscribe to Meme View, that's M-E-M-E, View, and hit the like button, or if you don't, you end up like me on season 44, alright? You don't want that, do you? Peace!